We've got a big weekend in Major League Baseball as we get ready to enter the All-Star break. The draft on Sunday and a handful of sons of former Major League players, including the guy you're watching, Druw Jones, the son of Andrew Jones, who is the favorite to be the first overall pick. Druw Jones, out of Wesleyan High School in Georgia, ranked as the #1 prospect out of high school. He does have a ton of tools, including, not shocking here, incredible center field defense. Just like his father, they are taking a look at the odds to be the #1 overall pick. Druw Jones sitting at the top. Also want to note the sons of some other former players, including Jackson Holliday. You see him at plus 500, son of Matt Holliday. Not on this list, Justin Crawford, son of Carl Crawford, but all of them are expected to be high draft picks. Let's welcome in former GM Jim Bowden, who drafted a number of stars. Producer Jack and I were going through some of the guys that you took: Aaron Boone, Ryan Zimmerman, Joey Votto, to name a few. So looking at this draft, we have Druw Jones, son of Andrew Jones, the favorite to be the #1 overall pick. Is that the best place for him? Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. He should be the first player taken overall. This is the best player in the draft overall. I remember when I was in my 20s and with the Pittsburgh Pirates and we drafted Barry Bonds. I remember scouting Ken Griffey Jr., later trading for him. And more recently, I remember Fernando Tatis Jr. and Acuna when they were signed. Druw Jones fits in that category. He's going to be a future superstar. Like his dad, best defensive center fielder in this draft, not even close. Great jumps, great reads. The range is unbelievable. The one thing that he does better than his dad, though, is the hit tool. Got the same power that his dad had. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that the Baltimore Orioles should make him the first overall pick. That being said, Amanda, I will say this. Mike Elias has a long history in his career, a long history of going against the grain. And there is a chance that he could go with Matt Holliday's son, Jackson Holliday. He could go with Tamar Johnson, who is the best bat in this draft, high school bat out of Mays, Georgia. He could go with Brooks Lee out of Cal Poly. So with Mike Elias running the Orioles, you never know. But Amanda, no doubt in my mind, Druw Jones would be the first overall pick.
So you talked about Jackson Holliday could potentially be the #1 overall pick. He was plus 500 with those odds. Son of Matt Holliday there. Matt Holliday, 7-time All-Star World Series champ. Compare Jackson with his dad and why he's so good.
Yeah, so he's a little different than his dad. His dad was a right-handed hitter. He's a left-handed hitter. But like his dad, he can really hit. In fact, at Oklahoma State, he broke JT Realmuto's record with 89 hits in 68 games, which is ridiculous. That's how good he is. I would compare him with our Marcelo Meyer, who was drafted by the Red Sox a year ago in the first round. One of the things that happened with Jackson this year is he got stronger. He got faster, to be honest, and he added some more power, and he really elevated his game. This is one of those players that I look at and I say, no-brainer, going to be a big league all-star. No doubt in my mind. I think I take Jones over Holliday, but it's close. Either way, you're going to get a future star.
A future star, and man, do they have good pedigree. Just look at that swing. You talked about the power that he has there at the plate. All right, Jim, we have a prop for you when it comes to the draft. First SEC player drafted.
Oh, that one's going to be easy, Amanda. Go with Jacob Berry of LSU. This is probably the best college bat in the draft. He is a bat with power. This guy can flat out rake. There is no question about the hit tool, no question about the power. The question with Jacob Berry is where are you going to play him, right? At third base, left field. To me, he's more of a DH, but there's too many teams that are going to fall in love with this college bat because I think it's the best college bat there. I will be shocked if he is not the first player taken out of the SEC.
We've talked a lot about the talent at the plate. When it comes to pitching, though, there are only 5 pitchers in MLB.com's top 20 draft prospects. Compare that to last year. There were 5 in the top 10. I'm not sure if this is just how it is this year. What do you make of this, and where is the pitching talent in this year's draft?
Yeah, so Amanda, I only have 2 in my top 17.
Oh, wow.
A lot of this has to do with injuries that took place. There's a lot of Tommy John surgeries, a lot of shoulder surgeries that took place on guys that would have gone in that range. The best pitcher in this draft is Dylan Lesko. No doubt in my mind, high school pitcher out of Beaufort, California. But you know what? He had Tommy John surgery. So the question is someone going to reach with him, rehab him, and just wait out the surgery? I think somebody will. In terms of the best healthy pitcher, I don't think there's any doubt Brock Porter will probably be the first pitcher out of Orchard Lake, Michigan. I think he'll be the first guy taken. And then Kumar Rocker, I think if somebody wants a pitcher that can get to the big leagues quick in the bullpen, I think Rocker's probably the quickest guy there. He's healthy at this point. But there's no doubt in the first round, you're going to see a lot of bats, a lot of high school bats, and a lot of left-handed hitters. That's just how this draft played out. But injuries, Amanda, had more to do with it than anything else.
You talked about Kumar Rocker, and he plays into this next question because the Mets did not sign him there. They now have 2 picks in the top 15. What direction do the Mets go?
Yeah, so the first thing to look at is, okay, you didn't sign Rocker, so when you get your replacement pick for this year, is that talent going to be as good as what Rocker was a year ago? That's the big question that Mets fans have to ask. And the answer to that is yes. They're going to get the same level player in replacing Rocker this year. I really do like this draft in the top, 15, 16 spots. So I think that the Mets are going to be in really good place, but I think instead of getting a pitcher here, as we just talked about, it's probably going to end up being a position player instead of a pitcher. But the Mets are going to do really well with their first 2 picks because both of them are going to be solid.
So that is the draft starting on Sunday. Let's go to the Home Run Derby there on Monday. We want to get your pick to win. Of course, all eyes on Pete Alonso to see if he can make history going back to back to back. Who do you think wins?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Pete Alonso doing the 3-peat. He'll become the first player since Ken Griffey Jr. to win 3 home run derbies. Look, I've been covering all of his, and what he does is ridiculous. His confidence, his power, his consistency. I do think experience matters. I think he's really figured out how to do this. I think his toughest competition is going to be that first-round matchup against Ronald Acuna of the Atlanta Braves, to be honest. But I've got him beating Juan Soto in the finals. After watching what he was able to do against Salvador Perez, that was ridiculous last year, being able to beat him like that. I'm going to go Alonso on a 3-peat.
Jim, you're not in South Florida right now. Otherwise, I hit you up and see if we can hang out tonight because I'm trying to go to the Marlins game for one guy in particular, and it has to do with your best bet on Friday night because I want to see him on the mound. What's your best bet?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm sorry I'm not there because that would be fun. I'd love to see Alcantara with you because right now he should be the guy that starts the All-Star game of the National League, and right now he would win the Cy Young Award if we gave it today. He's that good. But my best bet is under 0.5 runs in the first inning because it's Alcantara against Kyle Gibson, who's pitched really well lately. I don't see any chance of us seeing a run in that first inning. It's right now at -150. I like the odds. I think it's an easy win for all of us.
Jim, we appreciate it. Enjoy the next couple of days. It's going to be a lot of fun heading into the All-Star break. We'll talk to you very soon. So let's take a look at Major League's schedule over the next couple of days. A lot of events between now and Tuesday. You have the Celebrity Game on Saturday. That's fun. The draft starting on Sunday, their Home Run Derby Monday, and then the All-Star Game on Tuesday. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.